I've seen a multitude of people killed in front of me. By the way, and I have not taken an approach of trampling on a man's grave, but the very man I had to kill to protect my own life, I witnessed him shoot and kill people as a teenager.
When I've gone in for interviews, people don't, ask me, were you ever a 14-year-old kid that survived the shooting? Interviews don't take place that way, nor is there any element on an application that says I should bring this up.
Greetings, citizens of the world. This is an anonymous news report. More details have been pouring in about Broward County's Sheriff Gregory Tony, further proving his criminal corruption, deceit, and shortcomings as a husband and leader. It is a fact that Gregory has admitted to being in gangs and witnessing multiple murders in addition to his 3 felony arrests as a minor. It is a fact that he illegally omitted on these details on employment applications for both Coral Springs PD and BSO. It is a fact that in 2008, felonies, even as a minor, eliminate your rights to vote in Florida. It is also a fact that he swore under oath that he met the eligibility requirements to vote as he registered Democrat in 2008. Both the FBI and Florida Department of Law Enforcement have opened investigations on the sheriff. Gregory has lied his way into the county and then used his connections to get him appointed as sheriff, using one of the worst school shootings in the United States as his springboard. In 2018, as Democrat, Gregory Tony and Andrew Pollock were members of CrossFit Immersion Gym in Coral Springs that is owned by Adam Nadler. On February 14, 2018, the MSD massacre took place. Then in November, records show Tony changing his political party to Republican, likely to appeal to the recently elected Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. Pollock then used his influence and connections with the governor to recommend Tony as Scott Israel's replacement. Tony was appointed sheriff on January 11, 2019, and then changed his political party back to Democrat on the 14th. CrossFit Immersion, located at 10850 Wiles Road. That is the same business address as the corporate offices of Gregory's Political Action Committee, Broward First. Broward First is chaired by Adam Nadler. In 2016, Gregory left Coral Springs PD to work for a company called North American Rescue. This is the same company that BSO awarded $750,000 to supply bleeding kits that treat shooting victims. The kits were given to every school in Broward. The training for the kits was overseen by Blue Spear Solutions, owned by Gregory and his wife Holly. 2 weeks after winning the bid, the CEO of North American Rescue donated $5,000 to Broward First, but that is not the only contribution from North American Rescue. Recently, Noreen Ling donated another $10,000 from NAR. Ling, who listed herself as unemployed, indeed works for the company. Lori Alhadeff is an elected member of the Broward School Board who votes on the money dedicated to Broward Sheriff's Office for expenses such as the bleeding control kits. Alhadeff also runs a nonprofit called Make Schools Safe Incorporated. Her nonprofit was the beneficiary of an $8,000 grant from the Law Enforcement Trust Fund that Gregory oversees. Private investigators have found Lori traveled with Gregory to a 3-day conference in Orlando where he checked into the host hotel as one person, but receipts indicate he ordered room service breakfast for 2. Evidence continues to support their affair as she is also part of Tony's Political Action Committee. People of Broward County, your sheriff has manipulated and used the people for his own personal gain since being appointed. He has flip-flopped parties to cozy up to the governor. He has cheated on his wife to cozy up to the school board that grants him funds. His companies profited from the aftermath of one of the worst school shootings in history, and he has received obvious kickbacks to pad his pockets on the taxpayers' dime. But most importantly, he has broken the law with no consequence. Broward County, the time for change is now. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.